years ago, I actually got really obsessed with the idea of systemising the business. And as I mentioned, I'm an owner of a digital agency called Melbourne SEO and Video. I call myself the owner now because I've removed myself from the day-to-day operations. We systemise the heck out of it. I plugged a CEO in now, and she manages the system, and then she reports back to me. And the reason I did that is so I get the experience of being a business owner. It's actually very different, a different role to be a business owner than an owner-operator. Because once you're kind of in it, it's too easy to get pulled into different things. When I first got started, I knew about search engine optimization, right? When I started Melbourne SEO. And it meant whenever anyone had an SEO question, I was getting asked. When we realized how important content was, we set up a video production business. Now, I don't know how to turn on a camera, and I decided it was better that I didn't learn how to turn on a camera, because I wanted to build the business knowing that it had to work without me. So that was a real key lesson for me, where I actually thought, right, well, this business, I'm going to not even make it possible for me to slip in. And then over time now, I've just approached business to remove myself. I'm always thinking about removing myself. I'm thinking, how do I build up that biggest asset? And we were using some different tools to help me do this. Like I thought, right, where am I going to house my standard operating procedures and systems? I tried to put it in Dropbox, tried to put it in Google Drive. I tried different online platforms, and I kept on having problems. So I ended up going on this journey to get something developed ourselves. I went to Eastern Europe and found some absolute rock star coders, and they worked with me over a period of 2 years to develop a piece of software that we used internally for Melbourne SEO and Video, and it became our competitive advantage because we documented the way that we did everything from sales, marketing, HR, management, the finance side of things, systems and processes for all of the different departments. Now, I showed Brian this, and Brian, his mouth just about hit the floor and said, this is so badly needed inside the franchise world. We need to take this out to the masses. So we decided to do a little bit of a partnership, and that's how Franchise Simply Systems was born. And what you'll see here, it's an online platform that houses all of your business's standard operating procedures in the cloud. So it's checklist, processes, franchise manuals, franchisee manuals, and it becomes the heart of your business. And it's in the cloud, and you get full control over permissions, who can see what. And we designed this to solve our problem. When I realized how important systems are, it's funny, the old way is to put them in big manuals, and you have them sitting on a bookshelf in at head office, or when someone buys your franchise from you, you give them this big pile of books, and they never end up reading them. They collect dust, they don't evolve, they get outdated. A week goes by and you've already changed the process. So it was very clear to me that this needed to happen online. And we purpose-built this software to handle it. Like Franchise Simply Systems, it's not a communications tool, it's not a project management tool, it's a document management tool. And because it was designed to do that, that's what it does, and it does it really, really well. And it solves that really big problem that we had. That's what it looks like internally, with some populated, but it's simple, secure, very scalable. It was important for me. Anytime systems at the best of times can be hard to get buy-in on your team to do and follow, because there's a little bit of that friction, and even updating systems and processes. If it's hard to do, then people don't do it. So I wanted to make this platform as easy as possible. You hop in and it's intuitive. If you can use Microsoft, Windows Finder or Windows Explorer or Finder on a Mac, then you already know how to use it. It's it allows for setting up different departments, so you can set up a marketing department, assign systems to a marketing department, so when you get a team member join you, you go, oh, you're part of the marketing team, so I'll assign that role to you, and now you can see all of the systems that are relevant to you. But you can't see all of the other systems because it's not important to you. Or you might have your franchisees, and you want to push only certain systems into their accounts. So it's got great flexibility. I'll tell you a little bit of a story. I know once everybody gets involved with systems within an organisation, that's really when the magic starts to happen. We did a little bit of work with Jim's building inspections, actually probably going about a year and a half ago back, and I was talking to them because I was really thinking about systems, and I asked them, what do you guys use? And they were telling me they use Dropbox to house their systems. And she said, but it's a nightmare because we had tradies who were accidentally deleting systems and processes that they shouldn't. They had one instance where a tradie uploaded inappropriate material into Dropbox, if you get my drift, that then sunk across the entire organisation into everybody else's Dropbox. And this was just one of about 10 different problems that she had, because those platforms, they weren't designed to house standard operating procedures. That's not what they were built for. It's built for file sharing. You need to be able to control permissions. You need to control who sees what. You want to have commenting so the whole team can get involved in, hey, step 3 in this process isn't working. I think we need to improve it. So that kind of really reinforced to me that we were on the right